The motor suddenly exploded, and that deafening blast shattered my years of hard work and pushed my life straight into a bottomless abyss. I thought inventing a weaving machine would help me pay off my debts quickly, but instead it caused debt collectors to threaten me and dragged my entire family into a financial nightmare. My father called me a disgrace, and even my always loving mother felt a disappointment she'd never felt before. I wanted to end my life this way, but the moment I thought of my family, I forced myself to stand back up and dragged my exhausted body back to my wife. Instead of blaming me, my wife took out her bridal dowry to help me repay the debt, with only one condition: that I must finish building the weaving machine within 2 years. As a child, I watched my mother weave thousands of strokes every day, leaving her arms permanently damaged, and I never stopped observing, searching for a way to help ease her burden. Until one day, when a bicycle chain suddenly slipped off, I looked at the spinning wheel and had a sudden breakthrough. After days and nights of non-stop work, I used 2 wheels and a few old wooden boards to build the prototype of my first weaving machine. 2 childhood friends walked into the workshop and mocked it as the most ridiculous invention they'd ever seen, and neighbors laughed at my unrealistic dreams. Soon after, my wife and I stepped into marriage, and our sweet life made me put the weaving machine aside. But seeing my wife's arm so sore she couldn't lift it, the fire inside me to build the machine reignited. My kind-hearted wife fully supported me moving forward, and even contributed the 1,000 rupees she had saved over many years. A few months later, the simple weaving machine was finally completed. I called my family and friends to witness it, but just a few seconds later, the motor suddenly exploded again, triggering the tragedy that followed. To earn money to build the machine, we worked tirelessly day and night. A year later, I brought my wife and child back home to visit my parents, and planned to take the original machine with me, but my father fiercely refused, even angrily pouring gasoline over the machine. At that moment, everything became clear to me. I realized a machine made of wood could never operate properly. I changed direction, and through constant research and experiments, finally built the second weaving machine. But when my wife saw it, she said it still wasn't right. The weaving motion should be a figure-8 loop, not a simple circular rotation. In that moment, I felt the sky collapse. Most of my hard work had been wasted again. I furiously tore the machine apart and planned to sell it off. The next day, I realized all it needed was a small cylinder to wrap the thread into a figure-8 shape. I sprinted to the junkyard and brought the parts home. After reworking the design, the weaving machine finally came to life. I brought it back to my hometown and hung the thread on it. Neighbors who once mocked me all gathered to see the result. This time, I confidently pushed the switch. Years of effort were finally rewarded in that single moment.